This video is for section 1.4. This is the fourth part of the video. We're going to look at this example. We have a conditional statement. If a figure is a square, then it has four sides. We're going to identify the hypothesis and the conclusion. And we're going to do that just by underlining. So remember, we're going to do hypothesis. We're going to underline it once in blue. And we're going to underline the conclusion twice in red. The hypothesis comes after the word if. It does not include the word if. A figure is a square. That's the hypothesis. The conclusion is going to be it has four sides. It comes after the word then. The next thing we're going to do is write two other forms of this statement. So identifying hypothesis and conclusion are really important to do first. Remember, we want to follow this template. So we have three statements that mean the same thing. They're equivalent. This statement that we have follows statement number one in that template. So what we want to do is make a statement that looks like statement two and a statement that looks like statement three. So remember, statement two says red if hypothesis, or red if blue. It has four sides. If, now we'll say the blue, a figure is a square. Now remember the whole noun-pronoun idea. A figure is referring to that word it. That word it refers to a figure. So we should be saying a figure first, that's the noun. And then we'll say it second, that's the pronoun. This statement one and this statement two mean exactly the same thing. Now, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to make a new statement for statement three. This time, we're not going to use the word if or the word then. We could use the word all or every. All squares have four sides. Those three statements, 1, 2, and 3, mean exactly the same thing. The next thing we're going to do is write the converse of that conditional. The converse, remember, keeps if where it is. It keeps then where it is, but it switches the red and the blue. So if a figure has four sides, then it is a square. This statement doesn't necessarily mean the same thing as that conditional. Think about it for a second. If you have a square, does it have four sides? Absolutely. All squares have four sides. But what if you have a figure with four sides? Does that mean that it's a square? No. This is false. And there's lots of counterexamples. Any four-sided figure that isn't a square. For example, you could have a parallelogram.